friends! Thank you for clicking onto this video that will help you learn the basics of how to pronounce Mandarin Chinese. Now, I am a native Mandarin Chinese speaker, and this video is intended as a quick pinyin crash course to help you learn the meaning and pronunciation of the 𝕸𝔸𝕆𝕍𝕃 characters' names. Now, I am filming this intro and outro on a completely separate day because something happened with the editing. Whoops. And yeah, so it's now two separate videos. I will link the guide video that I have already published in the description. Also probably in a card somewhere above, not sure which side it's on. So hopefully one of the directions is correct. And now without further ado, let's jump into the main content of the video. Alright, so we're gonna go over the structure of this video. Editing me will add a graphic somewhere here, I think. And the timestamps will also be in the description box below. So I will first start off with a quick pinyin crash course that involves the quote-unquote spelling system and the tonal system to help you understand, and then I will give a breakdown of each character's names, the character's meanings, and also the pronunciation. And that should be all, so let's get started. Alright, huge disclaimer here. This is not a full pinyin lesson. However, I will be explaining the fundamentals. That is sufficient enough for the purposes of this video. Also, I will be linking another video that teaches the pinyin system more in depth. So, pinyin is an alphabetical system that indicates how to pronounce a Chinese character using English letters. So each Chinese written character is made up of a consonant, a vowel, and a tone marking for a total of 3 things to keep in mind. So in the whole pinyin system, there are 6 vowels that form 18 combined vowels for a total of 24 vowels. I know that sounds very confusing, but I will explain it later on. And there are also 23 consonant sounds that indicates the starting sound of each Chinese written character. Cool, so we're gonna go over first with the consonants. The 23 consonants in Mandarin are the starting 1 to 2 letters of each written character's sound, and they are combined with vowels to form the whole sound that's pronounced for each written character. And they're usually the least tricky part for English speakers, so I will only be touching on the really difficult ones to pronounce per name necessary. Alright, now I'm gonna go over the vowels. And I will only be teaching how to pronounce the 6 root vowels in pinyin because the 18 combined vowels are formed using 1 to 2 letters from the root vowels, and sometimes they also end with the letter N or NG. So some combined vowels you have as long as like 4 to 5 letters long. And each vowel I'll be teaching will be pronounced twice in tone number 1. And I will also be providing similar sounding English words from the English dictionary. Alright, so the first letter in tone number 1 is A, and it has a sound of ah. Repeat, ah. So yeah, ah is similar to when you open up your mouth in the dentist's office and be like ah. So similar words are Amazon or Amon. Alright, letter number 2. Letter number 2 is O. It has a sound of W. Repeat, W. So letter O, the W sound, is really similar to when you have the letters W and O combined together. So for example, wood or woof. Now, letter number 3. Letter number 3 is the letter E. It has a sound of Repeat, Now this one will be one of the harder ones. It was actually really challenging for me to find similar English words to give us like examples as well, and it's a little bit far of a stretch. But so the words I came up with was time or knife. So it's really when you emphasize the ending of the E sound to form the sound. Alright, letter number 5. No, sorry, 4. Letter number 4. I'm ahead of myself. Letter number 4 is a letter I. It sounds like E. Repeat, E. Yeah, so you heard right. Letter number I sounds like letter number E in English. but it's a little bit different. It's more like when you put two E's beside each other. So for example, meet or be. Now we're on letter number 5. So letter number 5 is the letter U. It has a sound of oo. Repeat. Ooh. This one's also a little bit more difficult, but it's really similar to the U when you pronounce ruin or Fuji. Alright, letter number 6. And yes, this is the number 6 symbol in Chinese. This one is a little bit funny. How it's written is the letter U with 2 dots on it, but how it's typed is typed with the letter V. So the letter V, I guess, will has the sound of U. Repeat. U. Yeah, it's really difficult, I understand. But the best way I broke it down is if you put the letters EU together. So for example, euphoria or Europe. That the EU sound combined together is really similar to the last root vowel. And that's all 6 root vowels covered. Wow, that takes us to the third and last section of the Pinyin breakdown, and that is the tones. So as many people know, Chinese is a tone-based language, and Mandarin Chinese specifically has 4 official tones and 2 like unofficial tones that's just part of the everyday spoken part of Mandarin Chinese. So the tones are usually referenced as number 1 to number 4 academically, based off of the ordering of the markers. And when you write them on Pinyin, you write them as a marker sign that goes on top of the first vowel of each character. I will be using the letter A to show how to use the letter A to pronounce each of the tones. I will go through them in order, and also I'll be adding a graphic on the screen so you can follow along with me on how the tones work. So tone number one is also called a flat tone. It's marked as like a dash when you write on top of the vowel, and it has the sound of ah. Repeat. Ah. So yeah, it's very, very flat, hence the flat tone. Number 2, the tone number 2 is also like deemed as the question tone. It's marked as like a /, so when you write from left to right going up on the vowel letter, and it has a sound of ah. Repeat. Ah. So yeah, you're kind of like going up the scale, you know, upstairs. And the tone number 3 is going to be the hardest one. This one is also called the dip tone. So it's kind of marked as like a check mark, like a dip. And it has the sound of ah. Repeat. Ah. Yeah, so you can hear the tone in my voice. I go down and then I go up. It's a little bit challenging, but I believe you can do it. All right. The tone number 4 is also called the explanation tone. It's marked as a /, so when you write from left to right, top to down. And it sounds like ah, you know, repeat, ah. Kind of like when you were saying, oh, I just realized that. Congrats on learning Pinyin! I'm so happy you made it till the end, and I hope everything I explained will be very helpful to you to understand how Pinyin works and how to pronounce in Mandarin Chinese. Now, with your newfound knowledge, you're ready to jump back into the other video that I've already published and posted. That is the pronunciation meaning guide to all of the Genshin Impact Leader characters. So yeah, who is your favorite Genshin Impact character? You should let me down in the description. Fuck, I meant comment section. I always screw this up, I'm so sorry. Anyways, yeah, so last thing I want to mention, please follow me on Twitch because I like to stream art and gameplay over there. And so subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is over here. And also like this video if you liked and enjoyed and found this video to be helpful to you. So yeah, I hope I will see you soon again in another video. Hoping to be posting a lot more regularly. And yeah. Also Instagram. Yes, I have an Instagram art account. I am so not active on that. That's another story. I'm trying to be more active on that. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed it. Bye for now. See you next time.